There it is. It's back. That was close. Let's go. Mitch versus OEKY. Mitch with a good start. It's off the post and out, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just talking about his game against...
It was a close shot.
His game against Blast in the qualifying stage. That was a lot closer than most people were expecting, I think. Blast took him all the way to game number 5. Pushed him all the way to the very end of that contest, did Blast. But it was Mitch. Ended up walking away with the win. Here he is.
Yeah, I think Mitch did mention about how he thinks Blast had really improved from the last time he played ones against him, but I think a bit of an overcommit there. I think he backed himself to get to that ball a bit too much.
Yeah, he walks away with an easy one first up here. Mitch has looked pretty good early. He's had a couple of little chances of his own, but a bit of an overcommit there. Off the back wall, OEKY waits down and walks in an easy one. First goal. It is a best of 5 as well. That is the beauty of running these contests earlier than the scheduled date, is that we do get to have a bit more flexibility with the series length. We'll see if we do push too many games on May 18th, 19th and 20th. A lot of them will have to be best of 3s just to suppress some of that time. OEKY takes off here. Confident play coming in from OEKY. I know he hasn't even been on Rocket League. He's just launched the game for this contest. Takes it to the air immediately. Mitch is going to equalise. No, Mitch has sent it wide a couple of times now. Mitch has missed to that side and gets bumped out of the way. OEKY open net. OEKY makes no mistake. And OEKY doubles his advantage.
Yeah, it's a good little bit of nerves, a little bit of overstretching from Mitch at times. OEKY has, well, he'd say he's not really had to do very much, has he? He's just been his usual self, waiting down very patiently.
Yeah, Mitch really slow on that one as well. Gets the demo on the kickoff, gets the ball as well, and then Mitch just takes his time. OEKY respawns, dives across, and sends the ball straight into the back of Mitch's net. Once again, that's 3 on the trot for OEKY, and like you say, he is not having to work hard for these. Mitch has not started well, but it is a long series. Oh, good bump.
Oh, good bump, though. Jesus.
Cry, how are you, mate? Welcome to the chat. The first chat out. We're probably 5 minutes into the stream. We've seen our first chat. Welcome, mate. Well, welcome aboard. Who have you got your money on here, Cry?
Yeah, OEKY playing a very patient game at the moment. Like you say, it may be born out of him not really have warmed up today. Not sure, to be honest. That's a great 50, though.
He looks pretty cozy in this contest at the moment. Jonk, welcome to the stream. Nosby, welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. Winner of this.
Motivation.
Wayne's is here as well. How are you, gents? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Mitch scores his first. There it is. Just over the 2-minute mark.
The big flick.
Of course, the winner of this.
One thing we do say about Mitch is that when he's on, he's very, very dangerous with his ground play.
Yeah, he is. He's actually become super capable in the air as well. He's got the double flip resets down pat these days. We've seen one of those, I think, against Blast, at least one of those against Blast a couple of weeks ago. I was going to say the winner of this, Breezy, will face off against Jenko. That will be a big ask. And if Mitch does take the win here, it's a match that he will not look forward to at all. There is real bad blood between those two. I'm not sure if you're aware of the history between Mitch and Jenko, but it is not a pretty one. OEKY misses out on that boost. That's going to affect the play in a big way. He has to bail. He misses the mid. Oh no, he takes the mid, sorry. Turns. Mitch gets the flick, but it's wide again. He's favoured that side of the goal so far. It's 4 or 5 times Mitch has missed out on the open net to that side. He gets it over the top of OEKY here. OEKY dives, saves it. Boost grab available for Mitch, but OEKY, first one there. He will enter the shadow position. Actually turns face onto face OEKY. OEKY gets it over the top. What has OEKY got for us here? Takes to the air. He's going to draw a challenge here. No, he bails from it. Both players sort of stuffing about behind the ball. Mitch trying to get a flick, trying to get the ball under control. Can't quite. OEKY knows that's high. Mitch is there. Pre-jump from OEKY. Stands right in the line of fire. And Mitch's shot is denied. Once again, he's had plenty of chances, Breezy, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. I think he's just struggling just to get his radar down. You know, you get those shots on target that, well, when you know you're shooting well and you're shooting on target, and this will be another one for OEKY. Just worked his way around. It can get in your head a little bit in once when you realise, because you know your shots have to be like near perfect.
November Rain,
And
welcome to the stream.
I think Mitch would disagree with you actually on that. I think Mitch will be actually very looking forward to facing Jenko. He desperately wanted to face him in the arena last time and was denied it.
Yeah, we'll see. He did get his chance in the end. He did end up playing him. I don't know if it was last chapter or the chapter before. He did get his chance to play Jenko. Jenko did some damage there. OEKY misses out there, trying to put it into his back corner, into safety. Couldn't quite. Mitch scores his second. It's been a strange game of ones, this. There's not been much challenge action going on. It's usually what we see in these. A lot of fire between the players, a lot of challenges, but there's nothing at the moment. Both players just taking it in turns, controlling the ball. This time it's Mitch. He misses out. OEKY's just going to walk in another open net. Is he? No, Mitch is going to be back. Draws a 50 in the midfield. OEKY will take it all the way to his back corner. Mitch commits into the corner. OEKY has it under control for the time being. Pushes it straight through Mitch and into the corner. A couple of goal advantage. Seems like a lot given the context of this match, but it really isn't. One quick goal will go a long way for Mitch here. 40 seconds left in game number 1. He's going to have to retreat all the way back to his own corner. Players still trading turns with possession here. Mitch into clear over the top of OEKY. We see him push through OEKY this time. Gets a good challenge there as well. He's got a little bit of boost saved up, but it's going to be hard to get around this ball. 24 seconds now. He's going to take the corner. He will need to find Mech to score from this play. Gets the reset. OEKY meets him in the air. OEKY with enough boost to clear it as well. 15 seconds. You fancy OEKY will take game number 1, Breezy.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and that might be the nail in the coffin. No, Mitch gets a bump away. But yeah, I think it's probably deserved in the sense of Mitch missing his opportunities, a lot of his opportunities. I think he did say in himself in the chat that he missed 3. I can't remember whether they were open nets, but there were certainly 3 opportunities to put a strong shot on target.
Yeah, he started the game a little bit shaky. Frosty97, welcome to the stream. Mitch versus OEKY. We'll go back to the screen. Everyone has ready to go. Game number 2. OEKY looking really good in game number 1. Mitch a little bit shaky, like we were saying. Plenty of room for improvement for Mitch. I don't think he played poorly. Just needs to tidy things up a little bit, and he will be well on his way. OEKY with a chance here. Gets it past Mitch, but he's missed it wide by a mile. He stands. Mitch challenges. Mitch scores? No.
Oh, that was the worst bounce in the world.
It really was.
That looked so hard to read as well. Like I do that. When I see balls like that from the spectator's point of view, I read it in my own head, and I read that wrong.
Yeah, you feel like he had it covered, didn't you? I mean, obviously the open net probably should have been scored first time, but it felt like he was in the right position just to tap that one in as it came out of the post. It came out at almost a 90-degree angle to deny him the opportunity. There's not much you can do about it either. OEKY draws a really strong challenge there. Should score. Mitch has got nothing in the tank, and OEKY will open the scoring once again.
Yeah. OEKY's very good at drawing these 50s, though. Mitch has got to be really careful with challenging him. The amount of times that I see OEKY win a dead ball 50, like, he's very, very good at them.
That post
We did say that.
Yeah, that was cruel. A horrible way to start the game as well, but he's equalised. That's a great kickoff from Mitch. Good finish as well. Slams into the back of the net. 103km/h finish on that one. Plenty of confidence in that strike. 1 apiece.
Yeah, it's good when you can, even an open net like that, when you can just hit it confidently, like, don't think about it, just hit it true and straight at the goal. Like, it builds your confidence up.
The flip reset attempt from Mitch there. I thought he was going to get punished for that. OEKY was waiting down patiently. Ended up not able to counter-attack immediately. Mitch has a little bit of boost. He'll catch up to this. He'll take the mid and the ball. OEKY denied any time on the play at the moment. Good challenge, but well met by Mitch. Absorbs it. Open net once again for Mitch. No mistake. Starting to find his feet, Mitch, and he's taken the lead in game number 2.
Yeah, had his number there. Like, definitely the right play to draw out the 50 instead of trying to beat.
It's a very interesting contest between these two players. It feels like they're both still feeling each other out a little bit. We know how mechy OEKY can be as well. We're seeing plenty of it from Mitch, trying to find his groove mechanically. OEKY yet to really dazzle us with his relying heavily on challenges and counter-attacks. We'll see how much counter-attacking Mitch lets him do here in game number 2, game number 1. It was the recipe for success for OEKY for the big portion of it. Mitch with a soft touch there. OEKY, another chance to counter-attack here, possibly. He's going to take the boost. He knows Mitch is empty. Chips it over the top. Should be open net goal for OEKY. No! It's that same post! He's been denied as well. And an eye for an eye. Oh my goodness.
That time I did read it. When you said it, I was like, I don't think this is it in my head.
That's so unlucky. Both players have been denied by the most horrible bounce possible to deny them the open net. Mitch trying to push this through OEKY. OEKY in a really awful position here. Just couldn't quite find his feet there, could he? Couldn't find a good position to draw that challenge.
He couldn't get the ball away off his HUD. When it was on his HUD, it was like, I felt like he probably felt like if he jumped and if he flicked, he was going to get demoed immediately. He couldn't get the ball away in time.
Mitch takes the corner boost away. OEKY, good fake challenge there. Forces the ball out of Mitch and trips him up as well for his trouble. Will turn quickly on this with the corner boost. Mitch hanging around in the corner. Low on boost though. Dangerous position to be in. He's going to have to get a bump or a good touch here to avoid the immediate counter attack here. OEKY. It's a bounce that requires aerial mech to get this into the net. Mitch with a nice touch to deny him. Both players eye each other off, and Mitch goes straight past. 7 boosts to the tank, but he won't miss out.
Good control. Good ground play with minimal boost as well. Like, forced OEKY down and then surprised him with the precision on his catch. And it's looking like a different story this time around. Mitch has found his feet a little bit. He's got a little bit less aerial based as well.
Oh, he's...
As I say that, Jesus.
I was going to say, the match has been turned on its head, hasn't it? Mitch obviously gave away a lot of goals in game number 1 through the counter-attack avenue, where he just overcommitted. Couldn't quite make his attacking plays work. A few open net misses, and OEKY feels like he's doing exactly the same thing in return here in game number 2. I'm not sure what he was attempting there, but it failed him in the middle of the ground. And Mitch just walks in and says, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, attempts in... Oh, and then kick off in immediate reply. Yeah, so sort of an aerial attempt, but we saw it from OEKY in first game as well. Like his ability to 50 and dribble and read the game remains solid. But I think without a warm up, his mech might be a little bit rusty.
Yes, he was playing whatever Project Zomboid is right before this. He probably could have just turned that straight into net there. He takes that out wide. Would you know that? You need to know what that is, obviously.
It is a very, very hardcore zombie survival simulator.
Yeah, copy that. Mitch just with the insta challenge. OEKY thought he was going to turn and leave. Mitch just challenges OEKY. Not sure how much boost he's got left in the tank here. Mitch with 40. OEKY's going to go for the corner steal. He gets it. Mitch will give him the ball. OEKY again, that's a really awkward pop off the wall. I'm not sure he's going to be able to convert from here. Mitch is going to take the corner away from him as well. OEKY will retreat. 3 goals, still the difference between the players. That's a really good initial flick from Mitch. OEKY forced to retreat. Mitch will take his boost away as well and avoids the bump. Time is Mitch's ally at this stage. 3 goals. OEKY's only found 2 for the contest. He'll need to find 3 in the final 30 seconds to equalise. And Mitch is having none of it.
Yeah, it's been a really good game from Mitch. He's applied the right amount of pressure. Apart from one of OEKY's goals, where I think he was beaten by one of those dead ball challenges. I think he's done better at drawing OEKY in rather than OEKY drawing Mitch in.
Still a very strange contest, isn't it? There's not much challenge game happening here, is there? Both players still getting free reign, just exchanging possession. Mitch getting the better of it in game number 2 here. OEKY goes for the pre-jump save. Mitch's shot was very, very weak. If OEKY had stayed grounded, it would have been easy to deal with.
Yeah, it's almost like how OEKY played it. I know OEKY plays like that in anyway, but like he looks for his opponent. He stays very grounded and he just waits for mistakes. Obviously, it is a play style, but if your opponent isn't making many mistakes, then it can be a losing one at the same time if you're not doing anything about your opponent's plays.
Yeah, well, we know that OEKY does have plenty of mech available. We saw it in full tilt. He was outstanding for the duration of that event. We'll see what he's got in store. There will be at least 3 more games, or at least 2 more games, I should say, in this encounter. We'll see if he needs to turn and rely on his mechanics. He's been ground-based most of this contest, and when he has turn to mechanics at all. It has failed him, you could say. So far.
Yeah, we haven't seen much. We haven't seen any successful aerial plays from either players, really, have we?
No, that's right, and they're both very capable in the air as well. Mitch with a good kickoff here to open us up in game number 3. You feel like this is a really important game here, Breezy. It's a best of 5, of course, but you don't want to be down double match point. Both of these players are very dangerous, and Mitch, of course, a very confident space player as well. He will relish the opportunity to have match point early against OEKY here. OEKY just looking for a bump. Mitch avoiding it every single time. OEKY's got that wide. Can he catch up to it? I think he will. He will. It's a goal. OEKY opens the scoring.
Yeah, good pressure. I think OEKY's definitely... I don't know whether this is a literal change, but he definitely has approached the first, 25 seconds here with a little more aggression than he usually would.
Yeah, just not giving Mitch that space. Oh, the second touch might be putting OEKY in a really awkward position. It is. OEKY does well to deal with it. Both players empty. Mitch takes the corner away from OEKY. OEKY looking for pads. Mitch with a good setup, probably the best setup we've seen from either player in the air so far, but he's well denied by OEKY. Mitch has not recovered. OEKY has all the time in the world and will double his lead. 2 early goals for OEKY after what was a dominant game number 2 from Mitch. Is just what OEKY was after here. Mitch, very quick kickoff as per usual. Pretty hard touch into the corner, that from OEKY. Mitch will challenge it, sees the opportunity, but that's a really good 50 from OEKY and sends it all the way back down the other end of the field. OEKY will absorb the pads and the corner boost on retreat and look to challenge. Mitch here does well to keep it out. Both players in OEKY's net. OEKY will be the first one to the corner boost here. Mitch hits that hard. OEKY will be allowed to follow it up though. Sends it wide. It's going to bounce kindly for OEKY as well. He'll have the play. Takes to the air. Both players warming into the contest. Breezy. OEKY carries it on his nose right into the top corner, and Mitch does not react in time. It's the first aerial goal we have seen in 3 matches, and it's given OEKY a very handy 3-goal lead.
Yeah, I think he just needed that to get himself settled. I think, well, to be fair, that was the most ideal setup that he could have asked for that play.
Going for that mid boost there, ended up carrying the ball on his roof. Had to slow himself down to control it, which allowed Mitch to get the corner. Oh, it's going to go in. No, it's not. It's off the post and out. That post and that post. They've both been cruel. OEKY's denied. Mitch will score. And I'm getting a little ahead of myself with these calls. I need to stop saying that it's a goal because most of them aren't. Almost all of them aren't.
I don't. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm not sure, and then sometimes I want to say, I think you're wrong there, Riz. I'm going to sound like a massive prick if I'm saying that every single time. Actually, I don't think you're right there.
I think Mitch might have
this will be a goal, though.
That one is a goal. Yep, we can be confident with that one. Looked like Mitch was going for the pogo there, or at least for one split second thought about it. Then he turned his car away. He couldn't draw the challenge in the end. I think both of those ideas were wrong in the end, and OEKY knew it. Takes advantage.
Yeah, maybe got caught in 2 minds, like either trying to pogo or trying to land and pop it straight back up again.
Ball bounces favourably for OEKY once again. Oh, huge from OEKY.
Oh, Jesus. Oof.
Mitch really gave him no choice. Mitch was always going to dive in for this. There was no choice that OEKY had other than to try and drop it low and draw the challenge. Mitch ends up going way over the top. And OEKY scores his 5th, and it's not a good look.
That is massive.
Yeah, corner boost is going to go to OEKY as well. Gee, it's been a topsy-turvy contest so far, hasn't it? Game 1, OEKY was strong. Game 2, Mitch dominated. And game number 3 has been the OEKY show once again. He's going to get his corner boost stolen here, though. That's big for this play. Mitch, full of boost, has control of the ball. Looking to walk it around OEKY. Really important touch there from OEKY. Sends it away from harm for the time being. Mitch held his split for as long as he possibly could there, but OEKY just draws another challenge. The ball goes to the other side. OEKY will still be low. You see him collecting pennies on his way back. Mitch using plenty just to land this ball in the half-forward line. Once again, OEKY gets into position and swats it away. Gets a good bump on Mitch and a bad one to follow it as he puts him back into the line of the ball. He gave Mitch the recovery there.
Mitch, actually. Yeah, it was good from Mitch to keep his cool though, and use the recovery to his advantage. I think the threat of the demo was obviously looming.
Well done by OEKY. Keeps his cool. Both players playing it safe for the time being, retreating where necessary. Not drawing any uncomfortable challenges. That's an uncomfortable save for OEKY as he rebounds off of his own post, but recovers well. should be able to affect this one as well. Does well not to push too hard there. Needs to jump. Jeez, MITCH beat him to it, but OEKY gets in the way. OEKY turns, shoots. Well, what's that one? Is that one going in, Breezy? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
He's done the
just
impossible.
about got a piece of it.
Speedy play. See both players just feeling each other out until everything's on the line, and it's the first one to the ball every time. Scores the goal. It's been OEKY in game number 3, taking advantage of all of those opportunities, pushing it wide here. That'll bounce kindly for him as well as MITCH retreats for boost. It's not the best touch off the wall though. Not sure what he's got in mind for this. Well done to bring it around, but MITCH up to the challenge, and MITCH could score, should score on the rebound. It's awkward now as it's in the corner of the field. He gives OEKY a chance. OEKY's missed. That's a goal.
Probably should have been. OEKY probably should have stopped that from the position MITCH was in the end, but
I think if you asked both players now how they think they're going, they will both say that they're playing well under what they expect themselves to. Still, both of them in the contest. MITCH clawing his way back in game number 3 as well. Things starting to tighten up a little bit from OEKY. You miss one ball and you think it's not too bad because he's already still got a 4-goal advantage. All of a sudden the kickoff goal goes in and things tighten up real quick.
yeah, it can definitely steamroll with the kickoffs in ones. You gotta I view every given up goal as like a potentially like a 1.5, like a goal and a half potentially with the kickoff. The next play that is going to take place.
Yeah, you're right. I remember Johnny Boy talking about this a while ago where some players in ones, even if they have a 1-goal lead, they don't want to score the next goal near the end of the game. They'd rather just hold on to the ball because time is more valuable. You go to a kickoff situation, you could concede 2.
Yeah.
OEKY with a good kickoff this time.
Especially with the people, if you're similarly matched in kickoffs with someone, you know, it can be an absolute lottery. Like, there's obviously things that pros are doing these days with like different kickoffs and stuff like that. But like, even at that level with similarly matched players, it is a little bit of a lottery.
Not the best defensive work there from OEKY. He had the boost to tip that over the crossbar. Ends up trying to flip it away for some reason. Car at the wrong angle. And ends up doing a strange flip in midair. Good kickoff from OEKY again, though. MITCH does win it, but he's in his defensive half, and OEKY will be able to defend on full boost. That's a really aggressive play from MITCH as he gets the reset, but easy challenge for OEKY. And more seconds tick down. There's been about 10 since the last kickoff. MITCH still 3 goals behind. I don't know where OEKY's going. He went flying past the ball there. MITCH coming in hot, reset available. OEKY challenge. That's a great challenge from OEKY, but it's wide. MITCH, again, another 10 seconds go by. Unable to escape his defensive half. OEKY doing a good job of running down the clock here, looking to draw the challenge, force MITCH into his back wall there. He does just that. Counter-attack available. That's wide, but time will run out. And OEKY will win game 3. And he will put MITCH's full tilt on knife's edge. Double match point incoming for OEKY. MITCH will have to play very good Rocket League for the next 5 to 10 minutes if he is going to want to advance to face Jenko. JT, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a tough one. I think MITCH has what it takes. I think he just needs to go back to the keep going with the ground plays and try and outsmart OEKY. Like I said, OEKY's a very challenge-based player. He looks for mistakes. He looks to capture. Most of his goals are capitalizing on mistakes, with the odd, obviously, good aerial play in there. But like, if you focus on defending the 90% and, you know, accept that maybe an aerial play or 2 is going to go in, it's definitely a winnable game for MITCH. That's
great
a great
shot.
play.
Great shot. OEKY
Didn't even need to hide, he just had the speed.
Yeah, OEKY looked like he was in a good position to deal with whatever came his way here. But yeah, so much pace on that. Nearly 100 Ks going in there from his back third of the ground. 1-goal advantage to MITCH. It's just the way he needed to start this game, isn't it? That's his go-to weapon. He is capable in the air, as we know, but flicks have always been his most powerful ally on the field. Gets one early. OEKY will have to play from behind. Good save from MITCH as well off the crossbar. Strange flip from MITCH as he recovers a little bit slower than he would otherwise, but OEKY not there regardless. 26 boost available on this play for MITCH. OEKY, save required, does well this time, tips it over his bar and out wide. Misses out on the boost, gets it in the end. Oh, he just gets it. That's huge. MITCH has to retreat on 0. OEKY with counter on what was a full tank. Good shot, but it's high. Difficult to convert from there. Both players just stare each other down in this half-forward line for OEKY. MITCH swats it wide. That booster not available. Mitch, sorry, OEKY has a full tank again. Mitch gets it past him. OEKY with the bump. Mitch will take the corner. It's a bit of an arm wrestle here, isn't it? No one wants to give away the next goal. It's a really important one, the next one. Low scoring contest this game so far.
For sure. Like we've seen both players at times, there it is, at times fully abandon the ball in favor of boost to try and not be in a bad position with low boost. But I think that's the first mistake we've seen, like full mistake. Mitch turning a bit too early on a challenge on the sidewall.
Yes, it was a mistake for Mitch to hover underneath that ball. Of course, it's very atrocious Rocket League, very tough to keep the mind on the task for that duration. That seemed like nearly 90 seconds, I think, between goals. Oh, what a shot from Mitch. Claws it back straight away.
It looked good, but from my angle, again, it looked good straight away, but like bar down, that couldn't be any better, to be honest. I think OEKY knew he had no chance, but I think even he might have had a glimmer of hope there that it was over.
Yeah, well, I've given up pre-calling them all together at this point. Mitch going to catch this one. No, he's dropped it in front of him. OEKY knows. OEKY draws the challenge, does well. Mitch will take it back. 2 minutes elapsed. Only 3 goals on the board so far. Grinding encounter between the two players. Well done from OEKY again. Catches Mitch out on the wall. Mitch not happy with himself, spamming the water saves. Slows himself down once again on the wall. It's the same way he got caught out for OEKY's first goal. Disrespecting the speed that OEKY could generate past him.
I think just not challenging on the wall as well. I think that is a huge mistake.
How much boost has OEKY got going for this? He's going to the ceiling. He does have his whip available. He wants that corner. He's fixated on the corner there. Probably could have gone for a bump on Mitch there as well. Going to take the corner away. No, Mitch has got it. That's huge. Mitch will take it. Controlling touch on the second one as well. OEKY can't quite challenge this yet. Does now. Mitch will poke it back into that corner. I'm not sure that boost is going to spawn for him in time. OEKY with a sharp cut into the back wall. Follows it up. Slams into the back of the net. Outstanding from OEKY. He knew Mitch was going to run into that corner. What a cut. What a turn. What a finish. Finds the lead once again.
Not like this.
Yeah, really good from OEKY. A little bit of a mistouch from Mitch though, just allowed him in. Like if that clear from Mitch had actually gone into the corner, I think he would have been fine. But that again, that's just triggered a complete mischallenge from Mitch.
Yeah, you feel Mitch's mental almost imploding here. There's been some really strange challenges coming out. The quick chats have been out all game long here. He's been well in this contest. He's taken a game. He doesn't need to reverse sweep, he just needs 2 games, but you feel like things are falling apart for him a little bit here. He needs to keep composed. There's still 2 minutes and 15 seconds left just in this game alone, and he should score on counter here. He does. Only 1 goal in it. Keep it together, Mitch, and you give yourself a big chance.
He just needs to keep his cool. Like I think the worst, like people think that it's the worst thing in the world to be eliminated. That this game, life and death hinges on this game. I think if you can drag yourself away from that line of thinking, you'll think it's not that far away from you.
OEKY with all the boost on this play. Mitch has managed to save up 20. We'll get a flick away. We'll get another 20 on the way to the mid. OEKY, plenty of boost, but will be forced into defense. Well played by Mitch. Managed to work it out. Get himself out of a bit of trouble there. OEKY with a soft controlling touch, not wanting to give it away. Flies past the ball in the end. Mitch doesn't draw the challenge. Mitch with the bump available, surely. Yes, 50 in. Equalises. Yeah, OEKY went flying past the ball here. Mitch did well to keep control. OEKY just couldn't challenge that at any time. And Mitch, when OEKY finally does challenge, pushes it straight through him for his 4th and the equaliser.
He's beginning to believe.
Yeah, he done well to completely smother that. He might even get a kick-off goal as well here for his trouble. Oh, what a save.
Oh, it should be a goal to OEKY. It's actually not easy to convert. The ball bounced awkwardly for him. He goes for the flip reset, gives the ball to Mitch. Mitch will take it wide for the boost. They've traded hands here.
Now.
Oh, he's done well to save it. Mitch.
Yeah, I think that's the quickest passage of play for the last for the little while. But both of them going backwards and forwards from one half to the other.
Oh, well done by OEKY. Gets it past. Mitch should be there though. Does take it. Flicks it past. It should be a goal to Mitch. He's going to take the lead. All of a sudden, he's back. And he's back on top. It looked like he was done. it feels like only moments ago we were talking about he was down on the scoreboard. He was down mentally. He looked out of the contest. It looked like it was about to end, but he is back in the lead, and it's OEKY that will need to answer the challenge now. Has to save this one as well. Good shot on target from Mitch. Forces OEKY's hand. Puts it high. OEKY just waiting
Oh,
for the
don't
challenge.
jump for it. I was just thinking then, just don't jump for it. OEKY has no boost. Just let him try and double jump and save it. You've already got him in a difficult spot by popping it.
He did well to make that work. I feel like he could have gone for the demo there. Mitch was stranded on the goal line. OEKY now in defense. 30 seconds remaining. Tight contest this. It's been a really interesting game, number 4. OEKY takes to the air with a double jump, looking for the bump. Mitch will avoid this easily. There's no way he needs to get in the way of the line of OEKY's car there. 16 seconds remaining. Mitch full tank of boosts on the back wall. Big challenge required from OEKY. Takes the boosts. Mitch is there, gives it straight back to OEKY. OEKY with one last chance here. Shoots it. It's wide. I think Mitch is going to get there. Mitch is going to get the boost, and that should be the game. And we are going to go to game number 5.
There we go. I think we just saw a bit of nerves from Mitch. Like you said, the quick check started coming out a little bit more. The water saves on himself started coming out, and three strange challenges. 3 challenges that he hadn't made for any of the previous games, including in his first loss. He didn't make any 2 bad challenges like that.
Very interesting contest this, isn't it? I really have no idea who has the advantage in this. Both players have looked good in part. Both players, like I said earlier, I still think if you ask them, they would both probably say the same thing. They are not playing up to their usual standard, but they are grinding it out here. And they have both made it to game number 5. It's anyone's to take to advance to Jenko. Who's your money on, Breezy?
Oh, I'm going to go with Mitch, just based on his momentum from the last game. I think he really picked it up in the last last minute, 2 minutes of that game. I think he really found himself back. I think it was only the last minute actually, wasn't it? Minute and a half maybe.
Yeah, it feels like we were talking about it near the end of the game there, weren't we? How he was falling apart, but yeah, found 4 goals on the trot. Game number 4, and I am the same. Obviously, there's a kickoff. It's a kickoff goal for me to look at before I get to make my call, but I do think that Mitch has the momentum here. OEKY has everything to lose.
Like in the first game, I feel like most of Mitch's counter attacks that he conceded were definitely. He has. Might be mad at himself for that one, but yeah, most of Mitch's counter attacks came from most of OEKY's counter-attacks came from misplays from Mitch in offense, whereas in last game, they were just bad challenges.
Mitch, early lead OEKY in a strange position here. Just drives straight through it, takes out Mitch. I was wondering what he was going to do with that play. If Mitch had accelerated the ball past him there, he was going to be in all sorts of trouble. Does get the demo and does get the goal. What do I know? He is all over it here, OEKY. Equalizes with confidence.
Big kick off this.
Turvy, isn't it? Mitch, he's going to get there first. I don't think it's scoreable. It's going to be a race to that corner boost. It'll be OEKY's. Mitch forced into the shadow position. What has OEKY got for us here? It's a flick. It's not up to the standard of Mitch's, though. You feel like a really powerful flick there would have caught Mitch out. It was available. Another demo comes in for OEKY, though. Can't get it past. Mitch with a really good direct line challenge there. Blocks all the angles available to OEKY. That's going to go wide, unfortunately for Mitch. Difficult to tell from the angle I was given. OEKY with a chance. He's going to overcommit here. If Mitch gets it out, he's going to be in all sorts of trouble. It should be a goal to Mitch. It is. Is it? It is.
Yes, it is. Just sneaking into the corner. Yeah, it definitely. Mitch, both players looking like they're throwing a little more at it this game.
Really dangerous aerial play there from OEKY, wasn't it, though? There was no way Mitch wasn't going to make that save. He was in a position to. OEKY was always going to end up on the back wall as well. Difficult spot to recover. Gets another bump on Mitch. He's going heavy on the bumps, is OEKY. And there it is again. Can he turn and shoot in time? He should be able to. Mitch is spawned in a poor position. I don't think any position would have saved him there. OEKY did well to get around it and bring it back on target in a hurry. Mitch has been on the Minecraft. He's been playing a bit of Rocket League today. I've seen him in game. OEKY is the one I was worried about. I know he hasn't been playing much Rocket League at all since they were eliminated from crew battles. That's a good kickoff from Mitch. OEKY, will he get back and affect him? He can't quite. Oh, pain. Oh, it's Oki. Sorry, I had the players mixed up. It's Mitch that can't get back this time. I feel like if we look at the kickoffs as a whole, Mitch probably does still have the advantage when it comes to net goals as a result of those kickoffs. But Oki gets one back at a really important time here to lead the ultimate game by a goal. Now, double touch available for Oki. Really difficult read, can't quite. Mitch is way upfield though. Oki going a long way, excuse me, but still manages to find the back of the net and doubles his advantage, Breezy.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to say, one thing we haven't seen is we haven't seen any kickoff variants, have we?
No, well, they're drawing fairly even, aren't they? I guess. No,
Yeah,
nobody,
we've not seen any
no
strategy. Yeah, we've had no change up in kickoff strategy.
No fake
so
kickoffs,
far.
no delayed kickoffs, not from memory, no. It's a good point. Mitch.
Oh, that's
going
a
to
really
be
good
a goal.
challenge from Mitch, though.
There's no way Oki's getting back to this. That's just going to be a goal to Mitch. Finds his third. Both players, the theme of game number 5, they are committing hard to every challenge, aren't they? They are just going full speed into everything. Lawsy, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Good kickoff from Oki once again. Mitch will have to send it wide. Does well. He's going to get the boost and the ball as a result. Oki will retreat. His 1-goal lead looking vulnerable. Mitch using plenty of boost, looking for a reset. Great challenge from Oki though. Can he get around it? It's going to be really awkward to convert. Mitch is not going to be back. Oki does well. Keeps his cool. Finds the back of the net. And we're at the halfway mark of game number 5. And it's Oki who holds the advantage. 2 goals up on Mitch. Although saying that, last game we were talking about it deeper into the contest. Oki had the same advantage. Gave it away. Ended up giving up 4 goals from that point. Mitch is not out of this oh my goodness me. No, Mitch is not out of this contest yet. Okay, I'm not sure he's used that pad that he collected yet. That's a good flick. Should be able to get the corner boost and the ball. As a result, sends it high. Once again, forces Mitch on the backboard. Oki, I'm not sure how he's going to score from this position unless Mitch gives it away. Oki ends up retreating. And Mitch is backwards. Ends up getting a flick away. Oki has to make the save. Should challenge this does. There was no threat there. Making that challenge. Mitch going to take both boosts. Oki in a really dangerous position. He's way overcommitted.
He's no boost.
He needed to turn back, didn't he? He ended up following it around on the back wall, possibly just looking for an annoying bump on Mitch to send him away. But Mitch up to the challenge and takes one back. The game closes up once again. 1 goal between the 2 players. 1:47 left on the clock.
Yeah, such an arm wrestle. This has already been a great series, though. They've taken it all the way, both players. I think they've given it everything. Even if they argue that they don't feel like they played their best, it's been a very entertaining series as Mitch equalises.
Yeah, we see that a repeat of the last play almost as Oki finds himself on Mitch's back wall, looking for the bump once again, which he doesn't get, and he has conceded once again. And it's a really aggressive play, Breezy, that I don't think he needed to go for both times. 2-goal advantage. Confidence, wind in his sails, goes for a really aggressive play and concedes twice. And now he is required to score to win. What has he got for us here? Okay, Mitch again caught out on that sidewall. Neither player learning from their mistakes in this contest.
Yeah, he just caught in indecision, didn't he? He turned away, he realised Oki wasn't going, he turned back into it, and yeah, I think you just need to, if he was turning away from it, I think he just needed to commit to turning away from it.
Yeah, he's been caught out 3 or 4 times on the sidewall, hasn't he, where Oki has just scored every single time. Saying that, Oki's shown some chinks in his armour as well. Mitch looking to cut. Oki does well. He's in a good shadow position here. This time, Oki manages to get the challenge. We saw one of those earlier in the contest where he was unable to effect the challenge. Mitch taking this all the way back. Oki's going to be looking for a bump here. As I was saying it, he was eliminated. This time, unable to convert. Mitch just going to straight line challenge this. Oki knows, but can't do much about it. Mitch with a chance. Oh, that's a poor touch from Oki. Going to give the ball to Mitch. Oh, does well to turn and collect it once again, though. Mitch stays on the ball. Mid boost available. Gets it. Flicks it. Oki saves. Does well. Tips it out wide, but he's going to be low on boost. Mitch abandons the boost and gives it to Oki. That'll change the play. Well done to get the bump, though. Mitch is going to have to go an awkward route to score. 30 seconds remaining. Low boost. Mitch, he can't jump. And he's going to have to give the ball up. Oki. Flick. Available. Double jump. Into bump. Surely into bump. Bump. Goal. 2 goals now, the advantage to Oki. He's held a 2-goal advantage most of this game. And he's clutched up finally with the air dribble bump. The best move in the game, Breezy.
Yeah, for sure. As I say that, we see the first delayed kickoff. OEKY does end up with the ball, even though Mitch did get to it first. But it looks like, unless we can see a goal into a kickoff goal, OEKY will take the contest.
Gee, it was a grinding contest between the two players, though, wasn't it? It was such an interesting contest between the two of them. OEKY takes the win. It was hardly convincing. Mitch pushed him all the way to the end. Sharing some words between the players now. I think there'll be a lot of relief on the side of OEKY after that. Mitch should hold his head high. Played well. Difficult opposition in OEKY.
Yeah, tough contest. Really well played for the pair of them.